Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel. I am going, let me focus this camera. I am going to do school drop off today, and my camera is being cray-cray. I'm going to do school drop off today. Delaney's ready. I got the kiddos in the car. Got my coffee this morning. I enjoy this so much every day on the way to school. But today I am just kind of filming a kind of like a life update. We've had like a couple little changes in our family, and I don't know, I just thought I'd film like updates and like a life update and things that I don't necessarily always talk about in the vlogs, and maybe like a little Callan update, because I haven't done, I don't think I've done at all, maybe I have one, a baby update, and I've always done that with the other kids. I might film a little update on him, and I don't know. So I thought this would be like a little life update vlog, like bringing y'all along for my day, kind of like sharing like changes we made, and yeah. So we're getting ready. I'm going to take Delaney to school, and then we're going to come home. I'm going to get myself ready for the day. I woke up this morning and got a shower, and that was it. I didn't get myself ready, and I was gonna actually go out and ride my bike, and then Millie and Callan woke up and I wasn't able to do that. So let's go do school drop off, and we'll come back and get ready for the day, and then kind of like start talking and chatting in this video. I got myself ready for the day. Callan's over here with me. Hi. Sometimes he'll sit in here while I get ready for the day if he's not taking an early morning nap. Hi. Hi. The girls are watching Moana this morning while I got myself ready for the day. I'm getting ready. I've got to put on some deodorant, and I've got to put on my perfume, which made me want to talk about Scentbird. If y'all heard of Scentbird, if you haven't, I've talked about it several times on here. I love Scentbird. Thanks so much to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to show y'all the scents that I got this month, and one of them, if y'all have not tried Scentbird yet, or if y'all also do Scentbird, you have to try this one of the scents that I'm going to show y'all, because I've been wearing it daily since I've gotten it, and it smells so good. But if you haven't heard of Scentbird, it is a fragrance subscription service where you can pick like 1, 2, 3 scents every month. They are a 30-day supply of scents. So usually like the sample sizes that you can get are like a super tiny size, don't last you very long, but these are a 30-day supply. This is actually the one I'm gonna tell you about. This is my favorite until I've used it. I've actually used it over the last few weeks, and I've only not even used half of it. So it's really cool because it comes in these bottles. It has Scentbird on here. There's like different color bottles, and then you take it out and it tells you what scent. But you can also, this is my favorite one, so I'm gonna spray it. You spray it. Scentbird has over 600 designer fragrances ranging from Gucci, Prada, all the name brand fragrances you can find on there. So I actually have a really good discount code for y'all. I'm gonna leave it on the screen. That gets you 30% off your first order, which makes it $11 for your first month. So let me show y'all the scents I got this month. This one right here, you have to try it. Floreal by Vince Camuto. It is amazing. It smells like, it's probably my favorite scent that I have ever gotten from them. I definitely purchased a full-size bottle of this one, which is what's really cool about Scentbird is you can get like the smaller size, because perfume can get very expensive. So you can get like the smaller size, you can sample it and make sure you like it before you commit to like a full-size bottle. And then 2 other scents that I got this month was Balenciaga Paris. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So that's, I actually really like this one too. It's probably my second favorite one that I got this month. And that is like what the full size one of that looks like. A lovely paradox, demure violet, an airy blossom, and delicate peppery notes. A fragrance that is mysterious and fragile, yet leaves a lasting trail. So it kind of shares about the fragrances. And then the other one that I got is English Laundry Abbey. So that is another one that I got, but my favorite one is this, and it smells so good. So I actually think this would be a really good Christmas gift. You can gift this in a subscription like 3, 6, 12 months or like however long. And if you want to gift it like for Christmas, because we are right here at the holidays, then you can do that, and it'll send it like right to the recipient's email. So if you guys are interested, the links will be below. Use my code to get 30% off, which makes your first month $11. So go check them out. And I am getting ready to do nap time very soon after the girls eat lunch, and then we're gonna sit down. And I thought we'd chat for a little bit. All right, we're gonna see if this lighting, whew. Okay, if I like stay right here in the middle, it's fine, but I'm just trying to get somewhere to sit. Also, I've got a jar of peanut butter in my floor. Got my tripod here in case I needed that. I've got toys everywhere. So we're just gonna roll with it. Peanut butter is here because Ren and Millie brought this and wanted a spoonful of peanut butter. My kids love that. So I thought we would sit down and just chat for a few minutes. Just like, I don't know, like a life update. I feel like sometimes in the vlogs, like my videos, I feel like other things are happening, or I'm filming a cleaning video or a cooking video or a grocery haul, and I just don't like update on different things in our life, which I do that intentionally a lot of times just because like I've just found over the years that I don't want to share everything about my life on YouTube, and I think that some things don't need to be shared on YouTube, and I just like to keep so much more private now than I've ever have in the past, more like when I first started YouTube. And so anyways, that's kind of a reason too, and just also just sometimes the videos I just don't think about it, and it's just not the right video. I don't know. So I thought let's just kind of chat and I don't know, chat about different things. So first of all, the first update I have is also I'm not wearing my red wedding ring. I just realized that there's no reason I'm not. I just left it in my bathroom. But first of all, the girls' school. I feel like I've mentioned a couple times on here just briefly how we have a really long travel to the girls' school. We were actually able to carpool with a friend, but that wasn't really going to work out probably for much longer, and sometimes it wasn't even working out at all. So if I had to take the girls and pick them up, like drop off and then pick up, it's 3 hours total every day of driving. It's a lot. It was a lot. Most of the time I only had to do it once a day, and then we carpooled like the other time. But when you think about 3 hours every day in the car, and that's probably eventually that's what it was coming to, where I'd have to do that every single day. It's like insane to think about that. Like I remember I posted that on Instagram like a couple weeks ago, and I got so many messages from people like, oh my goodness, that's insane, I could never do that. But that's just how it was. And so Ren was going there, Delaney was going there. Ren was like the preschool class, and it's great. Like we loved school, and you know, nothing negative to say about the school. It's just the drive was just crazy, and it wasn't our first choice this year. We were going to a different school, and then something happened where we thought they were going like virtual all year, and they ended up not. But so we kind of just made the switch like very quickly at last minute, and Delaney literally started like the next day. So we kind of made the switch to that school, and then like throughout the last few months, Ethan and I have been really thinking about like long term. We just really didn't think that it was going to work out, and it just wasn't something we could do long term, even short term. It's just a lot. That just thinking about the drive for my youngest two, Callan and Millie, I hated that for them. I hated them having to be in the car, even just if I had to do one time a day. I hated that for them. That's a long time in the car for school drop off and school pickup. And that was, here Ren coughing there napping, that was a big reason that we've been thinking about switching, and which I will get to that. But that was a big reason, is I hated that for my youngest two to have to sit in the car for that long, when we could, you know, be closer to home, they could not have to ride so long and do other things. So getting to that, we have switched schools, and it was a really tough decision. It's a decision we've been thinking about over the past couple months. There have been several times we brought it up saying, should we do it? Should we wait till next year? Like, should we move closer to the girls' school? Like, that's what I brought up. And ultimately, when it came down to it, we decided to pull the trigger, go ahead and do it. And I was so nervous about it. I hated that for a few reasons. One, Ren is now staying home until she goes to kindergarten next year, because there wasn't room in the preschool class at their new school. So I hated that for her, but she's done great with it. She was actually excited to be able to stay home with me. And the thing about it is, I know I'm not going to regret this extra time with her before she starts school every day. And so it's totally fine. Ethan and I had peace about keeping her home for the next several months until she goes to kindergarten, because this is the time in our child's life that we'll never get back. And so I'm doing stuff with her at home. We actually been working on some stuff today, and she's doing so great and just excited to learn. And then the second reason is I just hated to switch Delaney mid-year. She had a lot of friends at her old school, and I just like really hated that, and I struggled with it so much. Like, even when we decided to pull the girls and switch schools, we decided that the day before Thanksgiving break, or their last day of Thanksgiving break at school was going to be their last day. Like, that rest of the week, I can't even tell you how much I struggled with that decision, and like, I didn't have peace about it. Like, I was just, the whole time until her first day, I was just thinking, are we doing the right thing? It was like the toughest decision, because I want my kids, I want the best for them. I want them to be happy, and I want them to be able to easily make new friends. And I don't know, my heart breaks, I don't know, just thinking about switching mid-year, and she don't know anybody in her new school, and I don't know. But I will say this, she went on her first day, and I brought her to school. We kind of brought all of her stuff, and when she came home that day, that's when I finally got peace about it. And I don't know why I'm getting teary-eyed, but I finally got peace about it when she came home, because she came home and said, Mama, I just love it so much. And I even asked her, like, do you like it as good as your other school? And pretty sure one of them got out of bed, and she said that she likes it better, which makes me feel so good about it. And it makes me feel so good that she's closer to home. It makes me feel really good that Ethan is actually able to get her from school every single day. He's able to pick her up from school every single day, which he really likes. He said that he was so looking forward to being able to do that. And so, yeah, it's just been a really good decision for us, and a decision that was not taken lightly, but really for our family, it's just the best decision for our family, and it just made the most sense. And it's a really good school, and I feel peace about all of my kids going there. And I don't know, like, just sharing my heart here about a big change that's went on in our life. It's probably not super big to y'all, but it's been huge to us, making that change and making that switch, especially mid-year, and just something, so that's one thing. We've switched schools. Ren is now like we're doing like homeschool for her K4 year. The good thing about Delaney's new school is they're continuing with the curriculum she's always used, which is the Becca curriculum. And so that's nice. In that transition, she's been doing very well with that. She does really well with that curriculum. But Ren's excited to stay home with Mama. She's excited to go do things with me and Millie and Callan, and we go to gymnastics one time a week, and she's excited for that. And I don't know, I just thought I'd update on that, and just know that the last thing I want to do for my kids is just switch them multiple times. That's not what I want. We just have to do what's best for our family. And I think everybody has to just do what's best for their family. So that's number one of my life update. So I thought, Callan's napping now, so I'm not gonna show him, but I thought I'd do like a little bit of a Callan update. I'm trying to just the things that I can think of off the top of my head. Callan is 7 months old now, which is insane. 7 months old now, and he is doing everything I feel like a 7-month-old should do, or every 7-month-old is different. But he's not crawling yet, but I feel like that's coming soon. He is starting to get on his knees, and I know that's coming soon. He is, as far as eating, he is not very interested in foods. So I try something every single day with him. I'll give him what I'm eating, like for breakfast. If I'm eating hash browns or eggs, I'll give him some, and he eats a little bit, but he's not like super interested in food yet. I'll give him some yogurt, I'll give him some oatmeal, and he's just not super interested in food. So we're just trying it every single day, and I know that I'm the primary nourishment for him. He's still breastfeeding, like pretty much just breastfeeding, except like I said, we do try stuff every day, but exclusively, I don't know if I should say exclusively because he's eating a little bit, breastfeeding. That's all he's done is breastfed. We haven't tried a bottle in a long time, but at this point I'm not so worried about it, as he's getting a little bit older, and if I were to need to leave him for a little bit, we could, you know, try some other food, or I feel like maybe he would take a bottle by now, or maybe a little sippy cup or something. But anyways, that's the little Callan update. He has 2 teeth on bottom. He's cut both teeth up top, so they are starting to come through. He's saying dada, la la, just kind of babbling. So yeah, I feel like crawling's coming very soon. At night, some nights he does good. Like last night, I think he woke up once, if I'm not mistaken. But some nights are really rough. Like he wakes up like probably 4 times some nights, which is a lot. 4 to sometimes 5, sometimes more than that, like 4 to 6 times. But last night he done good, so I'm hopeful that maybe he'll continue that. So yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else as far as Callan I can update. He's just getting so big, and his personality is just like the best. He's so happy. He's such a happy baby. If anybody, even a stranger, talks to him, he's like smiling at them. He's a happy boy. So yeah, that's Callan. I'm trying to think of what else I was planning to update in this video. Weight Watchers. So I am going to be filming Christmas tree star. I am going to be filming a what I eat in a day video, just kind of giving, I guess, my thoughts on the new program. I guess I could talk about a little bit right here, but in the past couple weeks I've been meaning to film a what I eat in a day video, and I haven't yet. So I am getting that done soon. I was going to do this week, so we'll see if I'm able to do that tomorrow because it's already Thursday. If not, I'm going to do that first thing next week is my plan. But I like the new program. So far it's been great for me. Of course I am breastfeeding, and I get a lot of extra points. My points actually went up 1 versus the last program. I get potatoes for free, which I have loved. Like for breakfast I eat hash browns every single morning. Like I love being able to get potatoes for free. So far that's good. My weight loss, like Thanksgiving break, I didn't do awful the whole time. Of course Thanksgiving I was completely off track, but I didn't do like go crazy, but I definitely was not on track like our whole Thanksgiving break. And so this week I'm trying to get back on track, and I've been noticing a loss and difference since I've been back on track since Monday. And I feel like at this point with my weight loss, this like happened after Millie. Like once I lose a lot of my weight, which I've lost about, let me calculate it, I've lost like 56 pounds since I've had Callan. I'm starting to feel more confident. I'm definitely not where I want to be, but I feel like this point is where I start like getting a little more relaxed, and I don't want to get that way because I still have a ways to go until I'm going to be where I want to be. Anyway, so I'll update more as far as the new program and stuff in my next like what I eat in a day video that I do. And then as far as working out, I have been slacking with that, and the only thing I can say is life. And y'all know I have a mixed fitness bike, a spin bike that I love, and it's a really good workout, and it's in my garage. I was actually gonna get up and work out this morning, and 2 of the kids woke up as my alarm was going off, right before my alarm went off. So scratch that, I wasn't able to do that. Maybe I'll get a workout in tonight. I always say that. I always say like I'm gonna work out tonight, but then the night comes and I'm like, no, I'm gonna do it first thing in the morning, and then it doesn't happen. I just want to sleep in, or one of the kids wakes up. That's a big thing too. The kids just wake up. So I'm trying to get back into my workout routine, and do better with that. My garage is freezing cold in the morning, and so I told Ethan, like, I've been thinking about moving my bike into my room for a little bit, but I kind of don't want to do that because it takes up so much space. So I was thinking, so let me know if you guys who have like garages that work out like outside in the mornings, what do y'all do? Do y'all just put on something a little bit warmer? I feel like I'd be fine after a few minutes. I'd start, you know, getting hotter and sweaty, and maybe sweaty with it so cold, I don't know. Anyway, so I'm trying to get back into my workout routine and do better with that because I have been slacking lately. What else did I plan on updating? That's probably about it. Work. Ethan's very busy with work. We are really looking forward. He gets a good bit of time off at Christmas time. He did get 4 or 5 days off at Thanksgiving, which was really nice. He actually took an extra day off at Thanksgiving, and then at Christmas time he's taken a couple extra days off, and he'll get a good bit of time off, which is really nice, and Delaney will get a good bit of time off, which I'm looking forward to. And so yeah, just struggling, or juggling, not struggling, and struggling, juggling the work life, work from home, mom life, and taking care of the house and the kids, and trying to get work done and commitments that I've committed to with work. And thank y'all so much for being so supportive of my channel and watching my videos, and sponsorships, supportive of those, and all of that. Yeah, I've said it before. I feel like I said it on Instagram, like with sponsorships, I feel like a lot of people get negative comments when they do sponsorships, but I never get that, and I'm so thankful for that. And I want y'all to know that whenever I do a sponsorship, like today, the Scentbird, I love the company, and it's always something that I would use and I would recommend. I've said no to, actually, I was just doing a sponsorship last week and it was a crappy product, and I emailed the brand, and this was a brand that was actually going to pay pretty good. I emailed the brand and I said, I cannot do this. I will not sell this to my followers. I will not promote this. And so just so y'all know, there's so many things that I actually turned down, especially if it's a crappy product. Something, I'm not going to say it, but it was something last week. It was an air fryer, I will say that. I'm not going to say the brand, but it was a crappy product. It was awful. I was trying it out and I was like, no, I will not try to promote this to my followers. Anyway, so thank y'all for being so supportive. Yeah, I think that's kind of all the updates. I just wanted to sit down and chat with y'all for a little bit, and share my heart on some things, and just kind of give our little family update. And yeah, everything's good though. We are, ever since we made the decision, the switch and all that, it's been great, and I have peace about it, and Delaney loves it, which is a big thing, and it's a great fit for our family. Anyways, I thought I'd just give y'all that little bit of an update. And with that being said, I think we're gonna have a lazy day at home tonight. I think we're just gonna have a lazy day at home tonight. We don't have anything planned. Hope you guys enjoyed this little life update. If you enjoy these types of videos where I just kind of sit down and chat and stuff, let me know, and I'll see you guys very soon for another one.